Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our channel. I am Reverend Isabella Farr, and I am here to do a very unique reading for you with our tarot cards. I start with the original Rider deck. We then circulate out onto the Zodiac reading cards, so it's a bit of astrology in tuned. And then I also add a moon reading for you. And finally, we give you a spirit reading for the message for the week for what you should be working on for yourself in your own highest and best good. All right, so I'd like to open with a prayer of protection. Dear Lord above, please send only the spirit messages that are meant for the highest and best good for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is a reading for you for the week of July 9th. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the cards very well. And as you know, when we read, we really do the full reading and do either a full reading of astrology or a chart, the zodiac for you and a loved one, companion, prediction, whatever it is that you are interested in, and as well we can do the tarot card readings. So please follow this reading. As I say, this is a generalized reading for Sagittarius for the week of July 9th. Let's see what we have. Sag, have you been like off to yourself a little bit? Kind of reading and maybe doing your own little hermit kind of a thing. Of course, we're all coming out of COVID, so if people are getting used to going out again, most of us do like to go out, so you know that pretty much happens on its own, and in time we go out further and further. All right, so Sagittarius, we get special messages when we get winks from our lights. As you see, our candles are going at different paces. So by all means, you have been spending time alone. You have some creative energy, and I think you're kind of drumming up some new ideas. You are very predictive. You are very, productive. And you also have certain skills and crafts that you use. And you're kind of like not always happy with what you do. You're a little bit of a perfectionist. So in your mind, even though other people give you lots of accolades, in your mind, you still kind of want more out of yourself. So you're definitely very successful in what you do. You do make your money and you're living off of what you do for your living. And so with that in mind, just know that you are creative and productive in a very good sense. But you seem to get your more creative when you're alone. And that's why you seem to go into your hermit trait at times. That's where your best design comes in. Now here we have the Knight of Swords, which is really a younger person with a lot of energy coming your way, helping you very quickly make decisions. So sometimes younger is wiser, you know. As we say, a fifth grader can do better with all our smartphones. They know what dials to push. All right, so you have a younger person coming in your mind, but you also have a Page of Wands, which is a person of entrepreneurship. So you may need to either already have them, or you need to get in touch with somebody in your environment to help you with some of the things in your business. A younger person can bring different talents to you. What you do need to be aware of is to be careful of your own illusions. So you may think you can do everything, but you can. You may think you know more than others, but you don't necessarily know all that you need to know. So by all means, do not deceive yourself. Do not give yourself illusions. Make sure that you do focus on finding the truth and use your intuition to tell you the difference as a guide. Okay, very important. You also have the influence of sort of a female touch. It's either a female that's helping you in your business, or it's a female it's taught you what you know. So there's a person that you are obliged to, or you are in awe of, who has really guided you and pushed you along the way. It's not necessarily your mother. It's also a very wise woman, though. But it's a woman who also has a similar business as yours, but can help you by encouragement, but also with ideas. Okay, now the Queen of Swords may very well have been a mother figure, a very decisive mother kind of molded you in a different way, very different than this energy. This energy is more direct. So your mom might have been a tough person to live with and to please with, and so that's why you drive yourself so hard now. You're also a little bit of a perfectionist, but I think your mom also was as well, and that's kind of where you got it from, so it kind of stuck with you. But you have a lot of female energy around you. Here you have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is also a mature woman, but it's one who's bringing you emotional love and warmth. And so you did have that influence in your background. You've had very strong women. All of them are very strong, but one is very decisive and maybe a little bit more autocratic, whereas the other one was more emotionally loving and giving you the emotional support that you needed to thrive. All right, so it's coming in your near future here. You have a richness in that heritage, but what's coming in your near future here is this Knight of Pentacles, which is a younger person, and it's also money related. So that tells me that it could be a young banker, it could be a young manager in your office who's actually going to help you, or a partner that you're taking on. Okay, and what's ahead of you is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, as you can see with the Wheel of Fortune card, if you notice here, it's very much a combination of good and bad. So you have the Tempest Devil carrying it, but you also, and you have the Snake and the Serpent, but you also have the angels looking over you. So you see the world, the Wheel of Fortune can go round, and it can be very good and it can be very bad. We know that just from life experience. But in your case, when it is coming, it's coming in because we also have this illusion card saying be careful of your own illusions. So even if you are successful in your business, do not use your success for wrongdoing. Do not get overly indulged. Do not squander your money. Do not mistreat others who might not be as fortunate. Now here's what's telling me is you really have much more gifts than you believe. The Magician is a person who knows what to do, when to do it, and moves with it. Again, if you need to, you pull back your energy. And you definitely work on problem solving, thinking, brainstorming, creating, and you are a little bit unsure of yourself because you're so much of a perfectionist, but you're definitely have the gifts that you need in the intellect. And finally, last but not least here, you have as an outcome that you must find the moderation here in the star. The star is sort of an Aquarian energy, and by having that, that means you can be prone to impulse because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is very impulsive. And so you want to be really careful in you're really good at coming up with new ideas and getting your products and everything out there, but then you might be a little lackadaisical, I might say, or impulsive when it comes to managing the money that does come in. Okay, does that make sense to you? See if it does. If that relates to you, if that resonates with you, then by all means, be careful. You do have younger people coming around you that are going to help you. But your worst enemy is yourself. You need to, number one, let up on yourself from being such a perfectionist and driving yourself hard. And then what you do is you take that money out and you go blow it like it was like nothing. So you kind of have two hats that you're wearing, Sagittarius, which is unusual. I would expect that from a Gemini, but not Sagittarius. Sag, you're usually pretty serious-minded. You love to travel. You don't mind spending a lot of money on a trip. But you got to be really careful and frugal with the money that's coming into you, okay? So you like to live pretty high. You have been very gifted. You do have that success. But by all means, watch yourself in the near future, okay, with your spending. It's not the money coming in that's the problem. It's the money that you're letting go out, okay? So go over your expenses. Hire a special accountant if you need to. But by all means, monitor that, and you'll be much better off, okay? So that's really a warning, kind of a reading that kind of lets you know that you need to pay more attention to the details. So especially, you know what they say, it's not the money you earn, it's the money you keep. So A lot of people forget to remember that. Okay, so let me pull for you these astrological cards. I'm going to pull a planet card here. Oh, beautiful. That's Jupiter. These cards are so beautiful. You have Jupiter, which is expansive. You have Virgo as your sign. That's your zodiac sign. Virgo is also very analytical. And that's how I see your mind ticking away, coming up with these different ideas that you have. And they are very expansive. But you need to hold up on some of that expenses. And this is all taking place in your 5th house. So your 5th house is actually, this is really funny, that's supposed to be your fun house. In the zodiac, it's Leo is the 5th house, but in the in terms of your reading with your fun, I think you might want to have too much fun. So you need to watch your house of fun. Based on the reading that we just had before, you could be very expensive. So see, you would be the one that would jump off the cliff, but you really got to be careful because you spend too much. You'll go out buy an airplane, you'll go out and buy some new gadget or a motorcycle, but whatever it is, be very careful. You don't have a problem with your 5th house. You're very analytical and you think you say, well, I watch the prices and I see what the prices of everything is. You think you're watching everything. But very careful because you need to be more discriminating, more discreet in how you're spending your money, okay? Because it came in easy for you, you don't need to let it go out easy as well. So you need to, Lady Luck changes on a dime for all of us in life. That's the way life is. But Virgo, you need to use your analysis for your budget, okay? The outgoing budget, not the incoming. You got that down pat. So you're really gifted in that regard. So these are strong messages. It's really funny how they kind of meet, the same philosophy that we found here. All right, so let's get some more light on the subject. Let's see. How's that? That better? It sure is from my end. Okay, so Sagittarius, here we go. Here's your moon sign. This is a moon sign specially for you. Okay? It has nothing to do with what the moons are now. Your moon sign for this week of July. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. There's your Aquarius again. Full moon, show the world the real you. And that means stick to business. Don't be frivolous. You're sometimes too frivolous. And it seems like, wow, I pulled 3 cards here, right? I'm going to have to read those for you. I really believe they don't come out by accident. All right. Show the world the real you. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse, that means there's going to be even more money coming in your way. You are going to be successful to a higher degree than you even expected. But if you don't hold on to your money, it won't last long. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So they're all very powerful. They're very powerful that you're going to be very successful, but you want to stay successful. You don't want success to be fleeting. So let's see what your angel cards have to say about you, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have. Delight. Oh, great. They want you to play, but find delight in what you do. You know what? You also got to find delight in how much you can save versus spend. So with that in mind, they want you to go have fun. There's your 5th house of play. Go have fun, but be very careful. Don't just jump off the cliff, so to speak. Don't do the reckless high-rise kind of things that are going to cause you a lot of trouble, okay? You need to be much more conscious of what goes out versus what comes in, okay? Beautiful cards, okay? So your moon reading was full moon in Aquarius, new moon eclipse, which is very powerful change, and also conclusions are within your reach. So you will be getting it. You're going to be very happy, but don't be foolhardy and go out and squander, okay? All right, Sagittarius, that's your message for the week of July 9th. Now, don't forget, July, we have July 9th actually is a new moon, new moon, and that's where you come up with your ideas and your conclusions. So that energy lasts another couple of days as the full moon recedes. But at the same time, you do have a full moon coming in July 23rd, and that is where all these ideas are manifested. So July is going to be a busy month for you. You have a lot of ideas you're cooking up. You may need to call on some more help, a little bit of help from younger persons who might have a different talent than you. But you have great wisdom and ability to sort out things. You have a good mind. You have a lot of Mercury influence. So in that sense, you're very gifted. But your downfall is that you spend rather recklessly. Because you make your money so easy, you think you can spend it so easy. But it's not always going to be the case. So I'm just giving you a warning. Enjoy life, but do it in moderation, okay? Nothing you want to hear. You want to go out and enjoy yourself. This is Reverend Isabella Farr leaving you with this message from AstroTarot.pro. Okay. If you enjoyed this reading and it resonates with you, by all means keep it. If you need something more individualized, by all means contact us below. We can do either a full astrological reading or we can do a full tarot card reading, whatever you'd like. In the meantime, bid you farewell, and I say, may you always walk in light, Sagittarius. God bless.